lazy Susan spin around. Topics lifting off the ground. Movies, music, games, and TV. Stay tuned and you will see.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lazy Susan. I am one of your three hosts, Derek, here with my brothers Adam and Todd. How y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Todd, how you doing?
Doing so good, dog.
He's doing so good. So what we like to do every week, rotate through conversations, topics, movies, TV shows, music, anything and everything. That's what we're here to talk about.
I thought you were about to gaslight me with that energy for a second. I thought he was looking for something to say. Know what we do here every week? Adam.
No.
I was getting ready for you to pass some gaslighting. I was like,
nah. I was gonna say never that, but I might do that in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Can never be.
So what's up, guys? How are we doing this week?
Trying to be less of a bum than I was last week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry for everyone. We didn't have a show last week. Just scheduling, you know.
Yeah, it was scheduling, but then even if we tried out, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, Adam had
internet went out.
Literally, yep. It was maintenance. We found out. We got an email later on. It was like a whole maintenance thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even if we tried, nothing.
Right?
Yeah, the show would have been a bust anyway. So, but we're here this week. We got a lot of things to talk about.
Dirty dogs.
Like lots of fun stuff, man. It's gonna be a great episode.
Bam. Now we're talking in the
intro. Yeah, man. I mean, I know we're gonna get into some of the new stuff that some people have watched, new games that some people have played, but anything you guys want to get off your chest right away in regards to anything new that you've consumed?
Adam, take it away.
I just forgot to put Baldur's Gate 3 should be on our talking points too. I know I didn't put it on there. Like it's kind of a big whoop, you know.
No, I'm just messing with you, man.
Aside from that, man, been playing a lot of Ark. A lot.
Yeah, how is it going back in time?
Been raging at Monster Hunter. I am struggling like a mofo. I need to try to do their arena missions, and I'm trying for the love of God to hit A rank. I need to defeat this Doshugama in less than 5 minutes. And I can only use the builds they give me, and they're not.
What do they give you?
So they give you can either pick. So you know how you can alternate, or you can have two weapons on you at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So you can pick whatever starting one, but the other one will always be your secondary weapon. So to start off, they give you an armor set, and the armor sets are all different for these three. They basically give you 3 different loadouts with 6 different weapons to choose from.
Sure, I just want to know the weapons.
First one is great sword and heavy bowgun. Second one is insect glaive and bow. Okay. And third one is the lance and the hunting horn. I am not well skilled with any of these weapons. I'm trying hard to be at least with some of them. I casually use the insect glaive, so I know how to use it. I'm not going to be able to zero out a monster in less than 5 minutes with it, but I can use it enough to actually defeat a monster and feel good about my performance.
So Todd should be able to do it.
So
or at least attempted, I mean.
He has attempted it with me several times. It's just I feel he knows his weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the weapons to the extent to be able to pull this off. Mm-hmm. So I'm still like trying to learn as we're trying to go at it. When you have 2 people there, the monster has more health. So we were able to defeat it. And I think the closest we ever got was 5 minutes, 21 or 22 seconds, something like that.
Dang.
And yeah, it's been rough, man. And I've been trying solo. And man, I mean, I got to learn the lance is what I have the most hope in with. It feels the best. The one that does not feel good at all, even though it does the most damage per hit, is the greatsword. I got to finally use that, and I'm like, dude, I just can't. I can't do this. This is too stagnant. I feel like I'm glued to the ground. I don't know how anybody likes using the greatsword. I love the mobility of the hammer. I love being able to run around with the hammer. I wish they could just let me use the hammer. But yeah, so I've been like, I swear I probably have over 20 attempts at this thing, and I've never been able to clear 5 minutes. It's kind of sad and makes me mad. So been raging at that, and then I go back to play Ark and just get lost in doing a million different trying to do a million different things. I try to do like, hey, today I'm going to focus on doing this, and I get sidetracked by 100 different things, and I'm at the end of the day I'm like, damn it, I didn't even get to do the one thing I went to set out to do. So it's very good. It's very fun to jump back into Ark. It's got its issues, but I am still having fun.
That's good. That's what matters.
That's
What
what
about you, Todd?
As far as what I'm playing, the newest thing that I'm playing is RuneScape Dragon Wilds.
Brand new game, right?
Days go, yeah. It's
Yeah, we'll bring it up again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Played it for a little bit today. Obviously, still playing Marvel Rivals. Played a little bit today. Did my dailies. Got back to Diamond and then D-ranked again. So
Damn.
Playing.
You hate to hear it.
Absolutely. And then I haven't really touched Monster Hunter. I'll probably. Yeah, I don't know when I'll play that one again.
Yeah, the one might be chalked. Dead game. Adam's playing Ark. No one's playing Monster Hunter.
I'm still playing
duty here and there when Derek wants to carry me.
It's literally never happened. I don't think I've ever carried you in Call of Duty.
When I play with Derek, I most consistently get to top 5.
That happened twice.
More than that, I feel.
Yeah. Sure.
Is that all you got going on, Todd? Nothing else? Oh.
Oh yeah. I mean, as far as like watching stuff, we ended up putting Breaking Bad on hold again because we binged all of Black Mirror.
Oh, you're done with it?
Yeah. That was good. It was good. There was one episode that was like pretty boring that actually I'm pretty sure I have to go back and finish because I fell asleep for like the last 15 minutes. So like hopefully it gets good within that last 15 minutes. But that one was pretty boring. But other than that, I enjoyed the season. Pretty dope.
Right on. I haven't watched Black Mirror since I don't know what season. The one that I knew that was coming up where I stopped watching was the one where Miley Cyrus was coming into it.
I think that was like season 5.
So then I stopped at season 4. Then the one before that, I think. Yeah, didn't watch too much of that.
Missing out. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
That world is or that universe is dope.
Are all of them in the same universe though?
Yeah.
Every single episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were all like.
I thought they were all their own thing.
I thought it was Twilight Zone, like they're on their
Yes.
own. Just
Yes.
okay.
I know
You're
they're
just
their
talking
own
about the
story.
cinematic universe, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because it's like they have the same devices across different episodes.
The pair with Nickelodeon shows, right? Instead of
Sure.
Apple products, the pair.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly that.
Okay. Fair enough. Very cool.
Is that it though?
I feel like yes.
Right on.
I feel like yes.
Yeah, so for me, I'm watching a lot of stuff. Some other. What are you doing?
I was pointing at you. I was like, so?
Oh, yeah.
But I was doing this first. So I'm gonna have to switch it.
Gotcha. Yeah, watching a bunch of different stuff. A lot of them are coming to an end, though. Daredevil just ended. Season finale was amazing. The season was really, really good. I'm very excited for you guys to have that all caught up so we can talk about it because I'm very excited to see what's to come. This is the best thing I've seen from Marvel, I believe, in a while.
Ooh. Best Marvel show, TV wise? Like they're like as Disney Marvel. Sorry, let me read.
Yeah, no, I know. I guess it's kind of not fair to say so because it's so brutal
Brand new.
and
Okay.
Yeah, it's recency bias might have a thing to do with it too. But where you have your goofy fun stuff with WandaVision, you don't get that like same brutality of Daredevil and the Punisher, and there's just something so great about that, and the fact that they kept it as dark and fucked as the Netflix series, like carrying that over, it just makes me so happy. So yeah, it's hard to say if it's better or not because I have a lot of recency biased love towards it because it's like I said, it's just so fun. But yeah, so that's done. Yellow Jackets is done. That was a good season 2. And then playing Madden sometimes with Todd, Call of Duty Warzone because whatever the Verdanska's back. I don't know why I always want to call it something else. But yeah, Verdanska's back, so we play that a lot. And then WWE 2K 25. I almost said 15. Wow, I am really messing up my words right now.
You good?
Fun game. I really enjoy it. It's the first wrestling game I've played consistently since the first SmackDown versus Raw in like 2005. So it was a little different, but
Tough competition.
yeah. Pretty cool though. Customization of characters is really in depth and whatnot. So that's a lot of fun. One Piece started up recently. I'm 1 episode behind.
Same.
But that's been pretty cool. I'm excited for what's to come on that. And then I don't know if I was pretty sure you liked the Vigilante.
Oh no! Did he just pause for you?
Yep, he's
Oh,
frozen as
no.
fuck. We lost him.
Oh, we lost him pretty hard right there.
R.I.P.
Well, Derek.
He sounded like a robot and everything. He said, "Wah."
Yeah. Frozen. All right, maybe. I'm tempted to just leave him there and just act like nothing's happened. Like, hey, Todd. So anyway,
Right? No.
Oh no, poor Derek. I wonder if he lost internet connection. Here, let me take him out. Oh wait, what the? I didn't even know I could do that. Whoop. Remove Derek for right now. All right, sorry guys, the show's over. Stop looking at him. Let me see if he's
some technical difficulties.
Yeah, some major technical difficulties on Derek's side. We're gonna see what's going on with that. See if he messages us on the Discord. Maybe let us know what's going on. Maybe it's his turn to go through maintenance. Oh no, I didn't mean. Oops, I accidentally put my phone to call me, and I did not mean to do that. Whoops.
She's gonna call you back and be like, "Yes,
Just
hour-long conversation coming up."
No way.
Just kidding.
Let's see. I went to call Derek. I'm calling Derek right now. Let's see what's gonna go on. Let me just mute my mic right quick. Todd, entertain them. Hurry.
All right.
He didn't answer.
What the hell, Derek?
he got like glitched out.
He's all the way offline now on Discord too. He was just it had his icon as a wave.
Oh, he's calling back. He's calling back. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. He doesn't know what happened. He's restarting his internet. He will get back to us. I said, just keep us updated.
I was talking muted to the people this entire time. I thought I was keeping them entertained, and I looked down and it was muted. Dang it! I'm sorry, people. I was talking the whole time.
Is that high pitched noise still going on? I know I didn't see that separate message.
I don't hear it now.
Okay, it must have been on Derek's side.
It was at the beginning.
It's him getting EMP'd or something.
But yeah, I was just saying that, well, after we finish these technical difficulties, we'll be moving into the movies segment, and I feel like there's something that I have that is, it's been boiling. It's been boiling, and I can't wait.
For movies?
It's something that I have, it's something that I expect from this.
Okay. From movies?
Yes.
Okay.
For like our talking points.
Okay. Oh wait. All right, we can do better than this. All right. Let's figure something out here. It'd be funny if there was like a little thing we could do on this end, like some type of gamer setting. But aside from that, how's Marvel Rivals going, Todd? Aside from like, we could talk a little bit about that because that was one of our talking points. Derek doesn't really contribute to that. We could just quickly touch
Yeah.
on that. Let's do
Yeah,
a little video game
about
talk.
Marvel Rivals.
We talk about a little bit about Marvel Rivals since Todd's been knee deep in it since season 2.
Yeah, it's good. Season 2's dope. The changes are insane.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone is like overpowered, so it's really dope. Like everyone's in a good spot. I just want to ban everyone. So if everything is broken, everything works in my opinion. So it's great. And Rocket's changes were the mobility is tough to deal with. The mobility is tough to deal with for sure. But his ult is phenomenal. It's insane. Having everyone that is a squishy have a minimum of 400 HP and they're doing 25 or 30% extra damage, whatever it is. Like that's insane. So you can use it defensively and offensively now. Yeah, no. And then on top of that, everyone else's changes are crazy. Like I used to hate Iron Fist, but whatever they did to him now, holy fuck, that man is unkillable. If you have there was a team that we were
I thought you said he was
against.
bad. Oh wait,
Dude,
that was though. Yeah,
that was pre-patch. Pre-patch. Yes, last 1.5 season, he was ass. He
what
was
did they do
F-tier.
to him? What boost did he get?
I don't remember honestly.
Okay,
I was looking at it, but it's big because he's unkillable. He's fucking unkillable. There is a team that we played against. It was Venom, Captain America, and Iron Fist. No one was dying. No one was dying. It was just
no!
Running around, hopping around, overshield. It was so annoying. So annoying. The changes are great. They made a lot of people that weren't that strong kind of really, really strong, like Johnny Storm. Holy shit. He's one of the people that I choose to ban if no one's playing it. If I'm like, hey, I don't have a Groot, if I don't have a Hela, or if I don't have a Johnny Storm, those are the 3 people that I'm trying to ban because they just do an
tired of dealing with it, right?
An insane amount of damage.
Sucks though, because I know how good he is. I tried messing with him several times. I can't get it to click.
He's better now. He was not good in 1.5.
Okay.
He was not good in 1.5. Now he's really good. He does a lot of damage. And obviously, if you pair him with a Storm, her ult lasts like fucking 15 seconds. It feels like, oh my God. It's so.
I actually got to play as her with a Johnny on my team for quick play, and it was pretty good.
Dude, it's so funny. I'll get into quick play and I'll do my like missions and whatnot before I jump into competitive just to warm up. And I'll get a team that has that, and then they're not comboing that ult. And I'm like,
I heard you say that when you were playing.
What the fuck are we doing?
True. Like honestly, why?
If there's no point for you guys to be ulting separately, absolutely no.
Only if it's like
ever.
A buzzer beater. Like, hey, like nothing else I could do. I gotta.
Yes. And it's typically only Storm in that situation. Like Johnny's ult isn't. I mean, they buffed it now, but it's not the best for like singling and killing out one person kind of thing. So I don't know. But yeah, all of the changes made it very exciting. I love that they did more ways to get costumes. There's a bunch of different ways to get costumes this time around. There's a Scarlet Witch one. There's a Mantis one. There's, I forgot what the other one is. The event one. I forgot what that one is. And then obviously all of the Battle Pass ones. But yeah, it's really good.
You see that they are charging for those
I did see that, and honestly I was like, damn, that's tough. That's kind of tough.
I saw the opportunity, and you know which game it just reminded me, especially the way the colors like looked and like their specific color palettes. It's not something you can change on your own. I mean, a lot of games do that, but the way it was put, I was like, gave me Destiny vibes 100%, and they 100% charge for those, and I'm like, I feel like it's too good to be true.
Overwatch, they have mythical skins is what I think they're called. And when you unlock them, you get 3. Same thing. You have to unlock the currency to get all of the different stuff, but once initially you had it all unlocked, you just got all 3 of them, but then they're like, ooh, we can start charging for every little piece of this. Like, you want the next color? I got you. Or the next piece in the armor? I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, like,
they did say that there was going to be ways to unlock those points in the game.
True, which they've already shown us you could do, you know. I'm kind of curious now.
No,
though.
they said like more going forward.
Oh, okay.
Like because obviously this is a new thing they're adding to the game, so they said that there's gonna be like missions and stuff that's like, oh, now you get some instead of, I think it's called Latisse.
Yeah.
Instead of whatever their currency is called, you'll get it's so weird because there's going to be so many different forms of currency in this game.
They got to chill out for a little bit, at least keep it. Yeah.
Because there's the chrono tokens, the Latisse, the blue ones, or is the purple ones the chrono tokens?
Purple's chrono tokens. Let me see the marble. Oh my goodness, that's not what I typed in. I went to go to currency, but it's like current player count. I'm like, no. I just had the picture. Where'd it go? Latisse is the gold.
Yep.
Then you have the chrono tokens is the purple. And then what is the blue? The blue is, where'd it go? It's showing just the picture. It's not saying what it is. These motherfuckers. Units exchange. Okay. Is it just units? They're saying units are by far the most lucrative currency. Okay, it just might be called units. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Maybe they did just say what it was. I just wasn't expecting it to be units. I don't remember it being called units. Okay. Blue's just units. Yeah. So original, no, but
which is like you said, they gotta chill. They're introducing a 4th currency form. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah. Then again,
they take a lot of fucking their dubs across the board. But like I said, this is the second L that I think they've taken, and this is their biggest one so far. Is having
and I think
another form of currency and having those not just be unlocked with it automatically.
It's good to call them out on it, and it's also very good that they've been very like, okay, we see you guys don't like this, or we see, they've been very quick, which is
I don't expect perfection.
Right. I agree. And it's as long as they're quick about reacting to these things, I think that's a huge win. Like, as long as they keep it light, I'm sure once they gets released, they'll either hear a lot or a little about, depending on either way, maybe it's major pushback and they revitalize it. But
and honestly, maybe it's something that's very easy to unlock.
Yeah. Just
like maybe they're like, oh, we're just giving this shit away. Like if you are going to pay the money to get that legendary skin or whatever, playing the game for a couple of hours is going to give you what you're looking for, So who knows?
They do mobile, they originate from mobile games. So if anyone knows that type of flow is going to be a company like this,
which makes sense on why they have all these different types of currencies.
Yeah,
it's like more ways to keep it going.
They're smart, which is true. When you have a live service game, you got to do it this, but then you also got to do it the way they're doing, which is just beneficial to the players. So you got to keep that in mind, because there's so many games.
That's exactly what I was
so easy to take advantage of those situations, and so many people do. And so it's nice to see that they're listening, they're quick with their responses, and it's more than half the time it's in favor of the players. So
yes, and on top of that, when like every game currently is pumping out fucking bullshit content, honestly, bullshit content. Like, you look at the Call of Duty store, it's like, what the fuck is this, man? Where is all of this stuff coming? I mean, we know where it's coming from. It's literally AI generated, and then they just tailor up what they need to
slap
and put it on there. Yeah. Right. So when you get a game like fucking Marvel Rivals, where it's like, oh yeah, all of the content that we're releasing is also going to be primo as far as like the skins and all that stuff go, the new characters being released and the new levels as consistently as they are doing, that's phenomenal. Like, and this time around, I love that they did it, because I'm sure there's so many people out there that are saying, oh, Marvel Rivals is only doing good because half of their skins are fucking sexy, blah blah blah, all this stuff, and it's like, no, now you have the new ones that are coming out with Penny Parker and Doctor Strange. Obviously, they're not the only ones. There are plenty other ones that are like bloody and whatever, like
Cool
scary
looking.
kind of
Right,
thing,
yeah.
like cool. That it doesn't have to be like sexualized or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, that's the point that I'm making is like there's people that I'm sure that are leaning that way, and then they're like, oh no, look at this shit. This is
just
dope.
because just because it's in the game doesn't mean it's the whole game's focus.
Exactly.
Right? And I feel like
I see a lot of that on the internet though. Like, oh, this is why this game is so
I see
popular.
it
this
all
is
the time.
why,
I agree.
this
I
is
agree. I
why
see that
this
all the
game is
time.
doing better than Overwatch. Blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, fuck off. No, the game is good, and the devs are doing what the people want.
Yep, I think it's great to have
It's an added bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's how you should treat it. You know, like, hey, well, you know, I think more or less you'll have a lot of people who do enjoy this way or this vibe. You don't have to play it with those vibes. You know, you could play. There's other costumes, other ways, other characters you can play. And yeah, I think they do a great job of balancing out a bunch of different things. And very excited to see the future and how they continue to go and grow. And yeah, I love the adding, just keep on adding that stack. You know, the stack of just crazy broken characters. I think it's cool because like I can like almost, I think we all can kind of see the vision. Everybody, like all these other hero shooters like Overwatch, they've been kind of meticulously making sure all these characters kind of fit into the thing, and it's so hard because you end up rewriting things that overwrite others, that make things just uneven. So you're building this like tower that collapses versus Marvel Rivals approach, which to me is like taking a, like if you're trying to build a tower with toothpicks and you got to add little by little, or you could add little by little to make this tower, versus Marvel Rivals like, what if we just mound these toothpicks on top of each other and just make a pile?
Exactly.
They're all going to go on top of each other in one way or another, but ours will be higher than everyone else's in the end. And it's like, that's the way I see them making it. It's like a hot mess that's so, it works so well.
Mm-hmm.
Or eventually grow into be a super hot mess that works so well that just not a hot mess. Derek said he's still trying to figure it out, but I asked him if he was cooked and he said maybe.
No.
I wonder if we should hit like a threshold. Like, you think we should call it if it hits a certain time and then try to like reorganize for next week and just be like, hey, sorry guys, or continue on
30 minutes of being live.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I didn't see that. We are steadily approaching.
Because he's been gone for probably the 7 minutes already.
Yeah, we did get to, we had our like moment of shock of losing Derek. And then we had our moment of getting to speak on Marvel Rivals. Other things, I don't think Derek would be too crazy to talk about. RuneScape, I don't think he really cares about that.
No, he doesn't like survival games.
So survival game. So it's pretty cool to see that though. The RuneScape jump into the mix.
Yeah, it's fun. We kind of plateaued, and I'm kind of I should wonder how much time I put into it today. I put 6 hours into it today.
Ooh,
and
okay.
I feel like since it is in beta, we're
Early
already
access, right?
seeing stuff that is going to hold us back from being able to do anything. I enjoy using the magic and stuff like that, and the arrows. That's really cool. You can't progress any of those skill trees. Both of those things say coming soon. Those are the only two things that you can't progress going forward. So it's like, okay, so for the rest of the game, I just have to smack stuff, like that kind of sucks. So I don't know. We'll see about that.
Path of Exiles has that type of stuff too, but they're a lot more in depth, but they have like certain weapons. They're like, oh yeah, no, coming soon. You can't actually get this weapon yet.
Yeah. So, and now we just hit a part to where we were at the next level, and maybe it's because I'm still wearing mage stuff and I should go back to wearing like armor, but one hit and I'm already I'm getting killed in 2 hits.
Shit. Okay.
Doesn't matter how it happens, I'm getting killed in 2 hits. So I'm basically running away from every fight unless I know it's one thing that I could take on and stagger enough to where I can just keep kiting it and running away and killing it. But if I get into a fight with more than one thing, it's over. I'm done. And again, that's probably because my magic isn't doing any damage and my arrows aren't doing any damage anymore. Not any damage, but it's doing low damage.
Right. So with this game, it's $20 right now off rip for early access.
30.
30. Okay. And do we know if it's doing the same thing Path of Exiles did? Like, is it going to be free? Okay. No idea.
No idea.
I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure. I feel like I feel like, oh, obviously I would have pulled the trigger on this if it hadn't been for Ark already.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like into my survival game right now.
And there's the building aspect of it, if that's something you're interested in, seems really cool. Like there's a bunch of different decorations you can do, and like you can, I don't know, you could just make it be like a town if you wanted to. Like you can legit make a town kind of thing. So I don't know. We'll see how that gets, but the resource gathering is kind of tedious. I hope there's something that I can figure out to speed that up, specifically with gaining wood. Everything else I can get really quick, but getting wood, holy shit, man. That shit it's terrible.
Dude, it's like Ark, like it's so like the way it's set up, Ark kind of steps on its toes a lot when doing stuff like that. And there's so many settings and things that are put in the game to prevent people from playing in PvP to abuse certain things.
Yeah.
But they put these things,
and I get it, they want to slow down the gameplay loop.
Right.
Like they don't want you to be able to fucking have an infinite farm of whatever it is you're looking for.
Right. And there's parts where I respect that, but then like if you were to play like official settings on Ark is absolutely crazy. And like I get it for PvP, like you want to put those like milestones, or not milestones, but you kind of want roadblocks.
Yeah.
Like have people pass up and whatnot. But man, it gets pretty rough. Like if you just want to play for PvE and just enjoy taming different creatures, the thrill of going after this or that, it's like, damn, like if they didn't put all these things to stop PvP players, I'd be having like a little more fun. But there are a lot of settings they let you tweak. But 1 second, Derek's calling me right now. Let's see what he says.
All right. Yeah. And so, yeah, but as far as RuneScape goes, it's been pretty fun. I want to explore more. I'll definitely be interested to see how soon they have stuff coming out. They have the roadmap already on the like main page as soon as you go into the main menu, which is pretty cool. They have dedicated servers that are going to be coming soon. We kind of ran into that problem right away. Brandon and I were playing together, and he's like, all right, can you drop this while you're going to do the podcast so I can keep working on this? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I dropped him an item, and then he fucking got kicked as soon as I got out of the match. So he was like, oh no, I have to be in here if you're in here. So that kind of sucked. But
so he's got an outage and they're expecting to bring it back up by 5 a.m. So Derek will not, unfortunately, be playing tonight.
Dude, who is your guys' internet provider? They're
his
rotten.
is different. That was
really
Spectrum. Mine was T-Mobile. Yeah.
Mom has T-Mobile.
That's rough.
That's dirty.
But before we do leave, since we probably will end up wrapping it up, unfortunately, I'm sorry, everybody, but we could still talk about some things here and there. The other thing I wanted to talk about, I asked Derek how he would feel. Like, I was like, he didn't play any of the Elder Scrolls games, right? And he's like, nah. So that could be our last thing we talk about is the Oblivion remaster.
Let's do it.
So it's heavily rumored throughout the internet with screenshots to kind of back the rumors that Elder Scrolls, what is that? Four, I think. Oh yeah, 5. Yeah, you're right. 4. Oblivion is 4 because it's even in the name. The way they did it was sick. All right. Yeah. So it's going to be remastered, and talk about a game that actually deserves a remaster. And
rightfully
it looks
so.
gorgeous. It looks. I'm stoked. I'm excited to see some things. I'm worried. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want them overstepping some bounds. Like, don't redo any of the voice lines. I want to hear stop. You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. I want to look forward to that. I want to look forward to some of my opening lines with some of the people. For every Elder Scrolls games, there's always just one line that always sticks out when your character is being addressed. In Morrowind, it was, yes. And that's when he starts asking you about yourself. And then in Oblivion, it's, let me see your face. Let me see your face. And then for Skyrim, it was, who are you? For some reason, those 3 lines always stick with me. It's part of my vocabulary in my day-to-day. I always refer to those lines. I just hope that they keep those lines because I want to rehear them just with updated graphics and updated play styles. But then that's the other thing I'm worried about is don't overstep some of these play styles, because I swear to God, if they take away that ragdoll mechanic, I'm be floored, because that's some of the best deaths in Oblivion, where the way the body's just ragdoll. And cold touch, best spell out there. You go, huh, and their dead body just go. Thank you, Todd. Leave that in there for the love of God. If they take that away, I will be so crushed right there. I'm like, oh. But what's the when it comes to Oblivion and Skyrim, I always like they've been like neck and neck for me, but I do think I enjoy Skyrim a little bit more.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But
Absolutely.
the quests, I can't deny. Oblivion had the better quests. And especially with the Dark Brotherhood. Those are some of the most memorable quests. I'm talking about when you're put in the mansion with a bunch of other people and everyone's there because they're like, oh, yeah, there's treasure we got to find. And then your job is like, kill everybody in that building. Nobody gets out until everyone's dead. And then you can gaslight every single person in that building to like, whoa, yeah, I just found this guy dead over here. I think it's the Bob over there. And then they start plotting against each other. That quest alone has stuck with me forever. And I can't wait if these rumors are true, because the other rumors that it comes out, they said within this month, which sounds crazy to me, but
I mean, it wouldn't be
out of the realm of like
the realm of reality.
Thing.
That game being 15 years old or whatever, more than that. That was probably when Skyrim came out. It was like 2012.
Yeah, Skyrim's 2011.
Yeah,
I think Oblivion, I think it's 2006. I could be wrong. Why is it?
Dude, Skyrim came out in 2011.
Yep, 11.
Still haven't got.
Yeah, Oblivion was 2006. I was right. Yes.
We still haven't got Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, I don't know. Like after Starfield, I'm kind of like uneasy when it comes to the next Elder Scroll, or at least Bethesda title. I just really hope they don't drop the ball the same way they did. I hope they aren't going to settle with some of the mediocre things that happened in Starfield. So fingers crossed. I'm still kind of like, it did put me back a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, as stoked as I am.
Rightfully so, and that's understandable. But it does. So I've been thinking about that, and it doesn't put me back because there are plenty of other Bethesda games that are out there that don't really hit that
mark
for so like, I mean, it's kind of different, but like I think of like Rage or Prey, both of those good games in their own respect, but they're not on the level of like what Skyrim and
that's fair
Fallout are doing. Those are the games where I'm looking at those, like in those worlds you can't really fuck up. They kind of fucked up with Fallout 4, but that's because I think they spent too much time going into the base building aspect, and they should have spent all of that time, just like you said, developing those dialogues, developing those quests, because that's what brings you back to the game.
Literally.
That's what's going to make you want to play that shit over and over again. Not, well, I can change this base over and over. Like, that, we can play different games, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But
I think you're 100% right, though. Like, literally, it was fun to see people's builds with Fallout 4, but I maybe messed with it for a little bit. I did
the bare minimum to get past that quest, and then I was done. I never spent any time base building.
I'm trying to think of Fallout 4. I don't remember if there's like, I mean, there's some quests that I have like, that was that memorable here and there, but like compared to Fallout 3, like there's so many quests from Fallout 3. I'm like, dude,
that were good.
That was scarring / like.
Valentine.
Yes, actually, that was actually great. Nick Valentine's quest line was actually solid as hell. Got to give props for that. But like Fallout 3, I'm like, even just the random quest encounters. I'm talking about coming across that whole town that only the old man's telling you to leave, only to find out like when you go into their cellar, they've been eating people, and you're like, oh, they're cannibals. Like, the way the game just doesn't like feed you that information and lets you discover it on your own, and then that you get approached about it. The decision to nuke a whole town.
Same thing with
the repercussions. Oh my goodness.
The fucking in the Strip on New Vegas, I forgot the name of the casino, but they were eating people too, and you have to like decipher that whole thing. It's just like, oh my god, yes. You feel like that right there is immersion. That is what immerses you into a game, and it makes me feel like, holy shit, like if I was in this situation, I would just be like, what the fuck did I just walk into?
Right.
Oh my god. So yeah,
and I was watching somebody go break down the quests in Starfield, because like even the quests I played, I was like, this is just so like A to B to A, and here's a twist, but it really wasn't a twist because it was just something that kind of was expected. And I was like, if I didn't expect it, it was just delivered in such a boring way. And I'm like, dude, this is
Mhm.
just nothing about this. And every time I thought I was getting into something, I was like, oh, this could go here. It just went to like, I don't know, like a Dr. Seuss type of, like I was expecting like a grand scheme novel to play out, and then just some Dr. Seuss ass ending of, yep, then this happens. And you're like, what? The payoffs just weren't there for like any of the quests that I was playing. So I just hope that hopefully they just get the right quests to be developed for these games, because man, I want to be stoked about Elder Scrolls. I want to be back in that world. I want to be stoked about it. But as right now, I am more stoked for Oblivion Remaster than Elder Scrolls 6, obviously.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen anything on Elder Scrolls 6 as well, so I can't entirely rip that away from them. But
I hate to say that Bethesda should look at another company, but if they're going to look at another company, they should look at 170 hours of fucking cutscenes in Baldur's Gate.
yeah, Larian, absolutely. Everyone should be looking at Larian.
All those fucking dialogue options are what makes the game amazing. And
your actions outside of the dialogue that can totally change the way you're being approached and whatnot.
That was one of the things that I said about the jump from Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas to Fallout 4. It didn't feel like making a difference in your skills, like having speech and being able to go a different route because you had speech up, or having explosives up and knowing something, or medicine or whatever it was. I forgot how they changed it in Fallout 4 because I haven't played it in so long, but it wasn't the same. It just ended up still bringing you to the same route that would have been if you didn't go that way. So yeah, I don't know. It was rough.
I 100% agree with you, because then they also gave too much room for, okay, well, you don't have to have your speech up. You can actually just have this up and it'll give you the same result. And it's like, they should one, give you two different results, and two, your speech should ultimately be
That's what it was. It was the laziness of like, okay, you have 3 ways to get this: speech, medicine, or explosives, whatever it is. And it's like, okay, whatever you do there gets you the same route. But in Fallout 3, it's like, okay, if I do medicine, maybe I'll save this guy. If I do explosives, motherfucker might blow up, like who knows?
So yeah, I agree. They lost a lot of touch. Even like I don't want to say anything bad about Skyrim, because I love Skyrim, but like some of the things, there was some regression from Oblivion to Skyrim. And one
absolutely.
I hated the most was the skills out like the acrobatics, like leveling up those random little skills that you normally wouldn't, or not wouldn't, but they weren't non-existent. Yeah. Like you're swimming, you're jumping, you're running, like that. All that mattered in Oblivion. You would low key start leveling. Like if you played all of Oblivion, just hopping the whole time, your acrobatics would go up, and the next time you're jumping technically higher. Granted, you can break these systems, and I know that's probably why they weren't in Skyrim and whatnot, but I would like to see some type of that stuff brought back.
Yeah, but the systems in Skyrim are broken too. Just walk around casting the light.
A lot of shit in Skyrim broken.
You know what I'm saying? You just go into a cave, just rubber band your
joystick,
analog stick, and you just cast sneak, and you're just walking up against the wall. You get your sneak up to 100, or I guess you don't even have to do that. Just go to the Greybeards, attack the Greybeards before they match that.
Yeah, no, there's a million ways to break Skyrim on top of mounts, just being able to climb mountains.
Horses, and call me crazy, that was still part of the beauty of the game. Like being able to exploit that shit didn't make the game. It breaks immersion, and I'll give it that. It does break immersion, but it doesn't break the fun, if that makes any sense. It almost
opens up a new avenue of exploration on can I do this?
Exactly.
I can do this,
Exactly. And then you spend fucking 17 hours being like, oh, I can pick up this item, walk it around a corner and steal it, so I'm robbing everybody.
Or putting a barrel over somebody's head and stealing because they can't technically
see you. Right. Yes, you put the bucket upside down. Yeah, it's great.
I did that in Fallout 3, yeah. You put a trash can over a dude and he's just walking and it's like glitching around him and stuff. Love it. Those moments.
I just remember walking around the corner in Moria.
Moria's fucking shop.
Yeah, I just was like grabbing all of the Nuka-Cola Quantums and bringing it over here and stealing it. And I was like, what am I doing?
Right. Oh man, I just hope like I said, for the Oblivion remake, just there's certain things they need to keep the same.
Yeah, stay to your roots, make it look really pretty. maybe polish up the combat a little bit so
right.
it feels like not like huh,
Yes,
huh, you know, like.
but when doing I feel like they're gonna take that away from me. I feel like that's the one thing I'm gonna be upset about. But but yeah,
No, I
like,
still want to be able to jump on a rock and poke a guard to death and then get all
Right.
that good guard armor in the
Right.
beginning. Like, yeah, I definitely want to be able to do that.
I really want the ragdoll physics to stay there. There's something about OG ragdoll physics that aren't ever touched upon again, and it sucks.
Yeah.
So some of that was the most fun. And then one last thing about this whole remake is I don't know if you've ever heard of Skyblivion. I think it's called Skyblivion.
Yeah, the modder.
That's supposed to be coming out this year.
Really?
And he posted on after this news or this leak happened, he posted on Twitter, he was like, the real journey was the friends we made along the way.
No.
He's like, I didn't think this post was gonna blow up that much. He's like, don't worry, guys, we still are working on it. And like we still plan on doing our own thing. If you want to play their version over ours, that's okay. But if you want to play them both, we would love for you guys to do that.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, it is really telling though. Like
that they're doing it
at the end of the day, that Bethesda's not going after them for a lawsuit or telling them to shut that shit down. I was like, you know what? Actually, respect. Like, you're gonna let them just do that, and I kind of respect that. I kind of like because they could easily shut that down.
Why?
Because it's it's their IP and all that stuff, and they're
but it's a mod. They opened it up to mods,
right? But come on, Nintendo's gone after companies for less for stuff like that.
Yeah, but Nintendo doesn't open their games up to mods.
Oh, that's
a
true.
free source game.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, but yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
But I just feel like other companies would like at least because like how much steam this has gotten. I could see them.
I'm sure there is some form that they could try and go after him, but yeah, they probably just don't see it as worth it.
Yeah.
Like, cool, he's doing his thing, makes some people happy. Fuck it.
I would love to see like a nice comparison of like all three: the original, the Skyblivion, and this new remaster. So
yeah,
pick it apart. Like, oh, I really like this feature. Wish it was here. But yeah, no. With that being said, that was just like I was excited for. I'm still excited. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on that when that releases. Definitely be grabbing that immediately because I would love to be into Cyrodiil, back in Cyrodiil with updated graphics and all that.
It should be free on Game Pass, right?
That's what I would think too, right? So I kind of
everything else Bethesda is on Game Pass. So I'm like, if that's the case, fuck yeah, I'm in there. I'm gonna be playing the fuck out of it.
Very hopeful that it stays. Yeah. Oh, that's true too. Yeah. So hopefully that's the case. But then again, I might drop money on if they're like play 3 days early. I'm like,
no, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that.
I would have to see footage. I think before I made that call for myself, like if it looks so good,
I respect it. You do it, but I'm for sure just gonna play that for free.
Do you think? See, that's the other thing I guess we'd have to worry about too, though. Pricing. I guess we'd have to really see. I want to really see what it looks like, what they're willing to put in, how far they've gone, if certain things are key features are missing or certain key features are even improved upon before, like, if they put a $70 price tag on this thing,
Right.
So I'm kind of curious.
I'm sure that will be the case for when it releases on Steam and all that stuff.
My guess, man. That seems so weird, though. My guess is $40.
Yeah, 70 seems high.
I'm guessing 40, but I could be wrong. They might go full out. Once again, it kind of depends on how much has been put into this.
I would say like 50 or 60, in my opinion. But damn, when I say that, like I couldn't see myself paying that price.
Right. Because I was like 70, but I was like, dude, I really wouldn't. I wouldn't, even if it was 3 days early, I wouldn't do that. I would not pay full price on that. But I would be like maybe 30. 40 even sounds high. 30 is kind of because I mean this game is old. It's the same story. It just looks really nice. And once again, if I see that and they take away my ragdoll physics, dude, Game Pass it is for sure. Man. But yeah, I guess we'll see. Oh yeah, fucking I want to hear the line. You sleep pretty soundly for a murderer. When you're approached by the Dark Brotherhood. Oh, those lines are so good.
Oh my goodness.
All right. But with that being said, we will unfortunately return to you guys next week and hopefully everything will be good. Hopefully no more
Still
internet.
gave him an hour episode, basically.
Yeah, you know what? That's right. That's real right. Technical difficulties and all. It'll be Todd's turn next week to go through internet issues. I'm joking, knock on wood. But we'll hit you guys back up with episode 42.
Oh yeah.
And we'll go over our recommended. You ain't gonna have to hold on for our takes on our recommended music. We'll just stick with what we got. So if you guys want to see what songs we recommended, check out episode 40.
Dude, I've been bumping them things all week long.
I'm sure you have. I bet you they sound brand new every single time. But with that being said, guys, we appreciate anybody who came and tuned in for today. I'm sorry that things kind of got wacky. We lost Derek, but we'll get you guys back next week with all three of us here. And we look forward to it. Let us know if anything you guys want us to talk about, cover, listen to, this or that in the comments.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. We should start saying that, like, hey, is there anything you guys want us to cover?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And we can look into it, give us a topic to cover as opposed to just the bullshit that we're coming up with every week.
You're right. It tends to be the hot topics, but if there's something that's not even a hot topic, guys, that you're like, hey, I really want to know what they think about this movie that's 10 years old that nobody's talking about right now, or this TV show that's 10 years or 20, whatever, however old, new or hot, or not even hot, that's something that's old and nobody's talking about, let us know. Like, if you want to hear our take on it.
Derek and Adam watch Lost.
Don't do that. I'm joking.
I'm just kidding.
So be it. I mean, but but yeah, no, anyway, for sure. But we'd love to hear from you guys and jump in the comments, even if you want to say, like, just random, hey, appreciate any and all comments. So you guys take it easy, though. We'll catch you back next week, episode 42. Y'all keep it real. Peace out.